So hey what's up guys, Box here and welcome to some MotoGP 13. Now in this episode of MotoGP we will be heading into the DLC for MotoGP 13, which is the 2012 Top Riders DLC. So this adds in the top 8 riders, I believe it is, from MotoGP 2012 season. So obviously we've got Casey Stoner on the Honda, Dan Pedrosa as well, his teammate, Lorenzo and Ben Spies on the Yamaha, and then Valentino and Nicky Hayden on the Ducati, Dovi on the Tech 3, as well as Crutchlow, and then Casey. Oh well, no, we're back to Casey Stoner. So yeah, what we're going to be doing, it's 2019 now, and we're going to be seeing how MotoGP 13 fares in this year. Obviously 6 years later, but we'll be using the 2012 riders. So what I'm going to do, we're going to be doing a bit of a throwback to Valentino Rossi at the age of 34 on the Ducati there. So let's get straight into it. What sort of tracks we got? Obviously we've got the 2013 tracks here. So where can we go? Where would be a good one? I've done Indianapolis before, we've done that. Sachsenring could be a good one, but you know what, I'm going to do Assen. You know, a good track for Valentino. So let's do up some of these options and then we'll get straight into the race. Right then, here we go. We can see these are what the menu should look like on MotoGP 13. Loading pretty quickly. Skipping that video, I'll probably get a little copyright thing if I play that video. But here we go. We're going to head into TT Assen, where Rossi's had a few good races there. And I do quite like this track myself. So this should be pretty fun. You can see there. Taking a look at the pre-race cinematics. Pretty cool. The game, it's 6 years old. It doesn't look too bad. This is on the PC. The track records are 133.7. So let's see if we can get anywhere near that. But like I say, this game's now 6 years old. We're using the 2012 riders. So Valentino Rossi back on the not the Yamaha. He's on the Yamaha. Back on the Ducati. So let's see how this bike fares up. It wasn't that good for him in that season. So we'll have to see how we get on. Let's take a look at the technical meeting. So here we go. Tell you a bit about how MotoGP works. So there's these little things. Okay. So that's like the tutorial they had back on this game. We've got to go to track. What else? We've got session and bike settings. That's what I'm looking for. So what can we do? I don't really know what we can do here. Let's take a look. Change some of the setup. I've never changed the setups on MotoGP games. Gears. Improve the acceleration, I guess. Tyres, we choose our tyres. Soft or hard, we'll go soft, of course. Data. Oh, okay, that's just saving it. Oh, so there you go. There you go, that was a quick little look there. But yeah, this is what the game should look like. You just sit in the garage and then wait to go out on track. But here we go, let's go out on track on our Ducati Valentino Rossi. It's a nice little feature that they added in for this game, this DLC. There are quite a few bits of DLC. For the previous MotoGP games, adding previous seasons riders and stuff like that. Cool little additions which make it, well, a little bit replayable, isn't it? So there we go, taking a look down the grid. Only 8 of us on track, of course, because it is the top 8 riders. But Valentino Rossi, Nicky Hayden on the Ducati, starting from the back of the grid. Here we go, look at this. The legend himself back on the Ducati. Here we go then, let's get ourselves a decent race out here today at Assen. Going to turn number 1. And got to get used to this handling model. Oh my god, this is so different compared to MotoGP 18. Tell you that. So different. Is there photo mode on here? No, there's free camera, which is like photo mode, I guess. So it's kind of like photo mode, but not really. So trying to hunt down our teammate then. And my god, what is going on with the brakes there? That was a bit weird. Probably going to have to do maybe a sighting lap and then restart, so a bit more competitive. But let's see how we got on anyway. We've only got 3 laps around here, so we could probably restart once we get used to the track again. No racing line. Got to figure out the braking points. Got Ben Spies on the Yamaha. That is a weird sight. Bumping on the curb. Oh my god, that was a bit of a corner cut. Dovi on the Tech 3 now. That is nostalgia. Oh dear. Yeah, we'll definitely restart this race. We'll get used to it a little bit more. Who's leading the way? I bet it's Nicky Hayden. He was defending champion this year. Come on. Not Hayden. What did I say? I just realised that. I said Stoner, I meant. Stoner was the defending champion. That's why he had number 1 on his bike for the 2012 season. Trying to hunt down the Vizioso. Into the final corner. Pretty good. Oh my god. This handling is something to get used to. So there we go. We've done our sighting lap. There's a 1:39. So let's go back. Let's restart then. So we got a practice lap in. So Stoner on pole from Dovi, then Pedrosa, Lorenzo, Crutchlow, Spears. Right then. Let's go. The Doctor, he is ready on this struggling Yamaha. Let's do this. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Try to pick up any slipstream we can. We're on the grass there, that's not going to help us out. So this is going to be full pout if we can. This handling model is something else to get used to. It's so weird. Just doesn't feel like the bike is glued to the ground. This is obviously MotoGP 13, so we've had 6 new games since then. And MotoGP 19 obviously to release in the summer of this year. Already up to P5. Dovi's just half a second up the road. Try to close them down. Here we go. Stoner, Pedrosa, Dovi and Jorge all up the road. And Dovi, we make contact with Dovi there. Why did he brake check us like that? We almost went flying. He almost killed us. Back on the power. You have to close down this gap again. Shouldn't be too difficult. Shouldn't be too difficult. Just keep it going. Come on, as I say, this is a very tricky corner, that one there. Oh my god, this is just crazy. Where am I going? Get back on the track, Valet. Not doing some dirt racing here today. As I say, that will get more on the grass. This handling model is so difficult to get used to. We'll slowly get used to it, I guess. Oh my god, did you see that? Look at that. Oh my god, what have I done? Oh, I've pressed the rewind button. Let's see. You turn in, turn in, turn in. Turn in, turn in. And then, where was I going? I'm going to do a flashback here. Gotta be... Oh my god, that is so difficult. The bike doesn't turn very well. I don't know if that's a characteristic of me on this handling model, or a characteristic of the Ducati in 2012. Come on. We do well for the first sector. Just that last little sector where we sort of lose it all. Here we go, underneath Dovi. Tip it in. Oh, Dovi's back at us. Going to get back underneath. Oh dear. Well, there we go. We slide off the bike. Got to be careful there on the AstroTurf. So I'll do a cheeky rewind there. You can see you only get up to 6 rewinds in this. It gives you a countdown. On the new games you get unlimited. So that's something to watch out for if you revisit this game. Look at that. Dovi breaks early. We go clean round his outside. Lorenzo next up on the Yamaha. Get out the way, boy. Go around his outside. Or try to. Cut back. Look at that. Use the Ducati power. I don't think the Ducati was that powerful in 2012. But we've cleared Pedrosa onto the back of Casey Stoner. His last season, 2012, in the MotoGP class. Before he retired, but he now does test riding for Ducati, so that's it's not good. Well, I suppose he's retired from racing, but not retired from riding, test riding. So here we go. Let's hunt down Casey Stoner. Come on! Oh, out wide on the grass. Here we go. Going to the final corner to start the final lap. Hit the bike back up. I've done it again. I've done it again. Oh my god, I've used a rewind. That is... I don't get it. I'd stopped turning in, but I think because the bike was still leaning over, it decided to carry on that way. So that's a little flaw of the handling model. It's so difficult through these chicanes. Hit the bike up. There we go. Just had to tiptoe through there. Very clunky, the ride-in, as you'll know if you've ever played this game. But going back from MotoGP 18 all the way back to MotoGP 13 is something else, I'll tell you that. Where we're going to be able to get Stoner. We're all over the curb and the grass there, that's not what you want. Come on, Valet, Valet. Let's go, Valet, Valet. Pick up the bike. Put the power down this back straight, and look at that, Daniel Pedrosa coming up us, and then suddenly backs out of it. They always still do that on the MotoGP 18. Look at the run through there, look at this. I'm going to go out wide, tip it back in, pick up an early apex. Oh, look at that, power down so early. We go clean around the outside of Casey Stoner. Well, he didn't agree with us there. He's raising his fist. He's coming back at us. Come on, let's get underneath him. Oh my god, contact there. Didn't mean to do that. Stoner's around the outside. We're trying to hold our bike up. It doesn't handle as good as that Honda does, but we're through on him. On the brakes again. Oh, tip it in. Watch out for the final corner. That final chicane's been so difficult throughout this whole race. Tip it in. We're finally getting used to the handling on this game, I think. Into the final corner, into the chicane, running deep. Pick the bike up. Oh, it's so slow through there. Change of direction. The speed is so slow, but there we go. Take the win here. Valentino Rossi back on the Ducati for 2019. Let's just take a quick look at the replay. You can see just the rider model. It's just so clunky, it's not as smooth as now. They've refined it a lot over the years for this game. But overall fun experience, again, just getting used to the handling model on this game, really. That's the most difficult thing, going backwards in MotoGP games. But there we have it for this video. If you did enjoy this video and want to see more, do remember to subscribe to the channel. I'll do this on other MotoGP games. We'll go back to MotoGP 14, 15 and so on. But for now, if you did enjoy, smash the like button, share it around with your friends, and do subscribe for more MotoGP and F1 gaming content. So we'll see you in the next one.